we are using Surah Yasin first and foremost because Surah Yasin is a surah, as we title this program, Oft-Read. And in our part of the world specifically, I think that we are familiar with this particular surah. It's something that we know, we read, we hear, we memorize even. And think about the years that we have been exposed to this particular surah. We have been reading this surah and memorizing this surah. If you think about anybody who engages with something for a huge number of years, he's supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable of that particular matter. But at times, unfortunately, with all the years that we have been reading Surah Yasin, all these years of listening to Surah Yasin, the question is, what has changed and what has improved? Have we just stopped at reading and that's it? So using Surah Yasin, I think, is a good opportunity that we embark on this journey with something that is a bit more familiar. It's something that we don't find to be odd or foreign, but rather something that we know. Now, secondarily, ladies and gentlemen, or secondly, the other component that I think is necessary for us is to be able to not only understand Surah Yasin, and Surah Yasin by itself is a huge surah, not in length necessarily, but in meaning and in wisdom. While we are attempting to try as much as possible to understand Surah Yasin, another important component of this particular program is to also enable us the ability to engage with the Quran, whatever surah it might be. You might open a particular surah and you know how to go about with understanding a surah. You know the how-tos of engagement with the Quran. You are not going to be in the dark when it comes to trying to make sense of the Quran. We are going to provide tips of methodical ways to approach the understanding of the Quran. So those would be the two objectives that I would like to aspire to achieve at the end of this particular program. Further understanding of Surah Yasin and also an increase of methodical understanding of how to generally approach the Quran.